You do not have to throw a switch in the swamp to activate a door in the village. Except for learning new rules, everything you need to solve the puzzle is right in front of you. The triangle puzzles scattered across the island teach you the rules but do not deliver enough practice for the challenge. And the wraparound puzzles at the end are a real poke in the eye. The only way to get enough practice is to go through the entire challenge again and again. This is why the challenge can feel unfair. You can develop a physical feel for some puzzles, like the triangle puzzles. But this repeating puzzle in the mountain also worked. I perceived the line as elastic that was gradually pinned down by each successive panel. The witness is open in the Metroidvania sense. You have to find the right logic key, the right tutorial to unlock certain areas. In this way, the witness reminded me of another recent game. Yes, that's right, Full Ball, an exquisitely hard puzzle platformer with plenty of difficult to access secrets. There are no power-ups or special bonus moves. You start with all the abilities you ever need. Challenges that seem impossible are only locked because you lack the knowledge. Why did the development team need to hire landscape architects? Did the architects say, yes, deserts are usually pretty close to lush forests? Did they say, yes, this is how virtual reality simulations are meant to look? The more real the island looks, the less sense it makes for the story. The village is the amalgam of every zone on the island. For example, only by solving the flower tower can you solve the color stars door. Players often find the village early on and it scares them. It cautions them against hubris, and there is much to learn. I've written about my dislike of games that blend cerebral and action elements. Botanicula is great for children until the end, which requires arcade reflexes. The Talos Principle is about puzzle contemplation, yet ends with a sequence you have to solve, sight unseen, in seconds or die. The challenge in The Witness has one significant difference. It's optional. P.S. Crucially, it's not about memorization or muscle memory. P.P.S. More crucially, I totally love it. Jonathan Blow wants to pretend there's no internet, that we do these puzzles in isolation. Don't read walkthroughs, kids. You're spoiling it. Yet The Witness wants you to be inquisitive. The quotes from the Diamond Sutra thrown in at the end would mean zilch without context. The game is full of signposts to external knowledge. Blow wants players to seek the truth, except for a bloody walkthrough, which is a forbidden apple on the tree of knowledge type of knowledge. Maybe this is another Zen paradox. The Witness teases the secret caves to tell you in no uncertain terms that the cage is not the end. This is one of several doors that can only be opened from the other side. I love this door. The story is necessary for the designers to spell out that they are not pretentious Jonathan Blowhards and do not expect the island to change your life, but revealing the story at the very last minute felt desperately unearned. I also didn't like the VR island idea very much, and it does not really justify the presence of the puzzles. In terms of meaning, the game does not feel whole. The goofy sounds obscuring the bird sound in the jungle waveform puzzles made me laugh. The phone going off made me search for a phone. But this bloody puzzle, I even recorded film of it and slowed it down. It always sounded like 5 notes to me, not 4. So the difficulty with the sound puzzles is trying to figure out what the input is. I could not solve this until I discovered I was supposed to hear 2 different sets of sounds. The training sections don't always work cleanly. I got quite lost with star training in the treehouse, and also the spur training. The spur logic, pair me with an error, teetered close to Braid's notorious green objects invariant to time reversal, which threw many players. As a puzzle designer, Blow always pushes into interesting territory, but sometimes he pushes past it into something that feels awkward. I was like a rabbit in this puzzle's headlights for some time. I get the idea of the panels shorting out when you get something wrong to dissuade players from brute force solution, but as a communication it feels so negative, like Jonathan Blow is angry with you. But Jonathan Blow is not angry with you. If you're not sure how some logic works, you can try again and play with the solutions to disprove or confirm assumptions. The panels are laboratories. Ensuring no panel was ever locked into solution was an important design decision. It also makes the player feel safe, that nothing is truly permanent. It would have been a shame to cut these colour puzzles for colourblind players. I love these so much. In part, the real issue is the 100% problem. See, the witness says that completion is not important. You do not have to get 100% to get into the mountain. But the game, Jonathan blows it with a secret cavern, which you cannot enter without 100% of lasers. I hated the puzzles in the ruins, each of which is about finding the right hotspot to see the solution. On some of the panels, you even need to be at the right spot at the right time. Hello, walkthrough. Read Liz Ryerson's Taming the Inexplicable, in which she describes the game as filled with internal contradictions, imbued to its design-obsessed core with a strange cocktail of self-assuredness and self-destructiveness. Read Sean-Han Tani-Chen Hogan's 3-part The Meaning of the Witness. He says the island has a history, but even piecing it together doesn't say much. Watch Joseph Anderson's conflicted The Witness, a great game that you should not play, on loving and hating the game. Read Jeff Grubb on The Witness, What It Means, who says, it's about exploration and the human need to reach out and understand the unknown. In 1983, CBS Electronics released Mountain King. Your first goal in this game is to collect 1,000 diamonds. Once you have enough diamonds, the Flame Spirit is summoned. Follow the music, Edvard Grieg's Anitra's dance, and you will find the spirit. Excellent, you have it. Now take the spirit to the temple in the heart of the mountain. Kneel before the skull spirit, and access will be granted. The crown is yours. As you leave the temple, Edvard Grieg's In the Hall of the Mountain King plays, and acts as an adrenaline-pumping timer. The crown will zap back to the temple if you can't get it to the summit before the music finishes, or if a bat nabs it. Your first goal is to collect 1,000 diamonds. Keep working, keep digging. Again, fuck, and again, fuck, and again, fuck. There is a secret cavern below the Witness's Mountain, which can only be accessed if you activate all